Good morning, everyone. My name is Chrissy and this is Everyday Tidbits. Welcome back to my channel. Guess what? Guess where I am? Guess who's with me? It's Kevin the Rhino.
Back by popular request.
We are back at work today, and guess what? We're doing another paramedic vlog just for you.
Just for you.
It's been really busy, super busy, and it's been super hot, so vlogging has been really hard, but here we are, we're doing it again, and it's supposed to be 85 degrees and humid today.
It's better than 97 and...
Yeah, and really hot. But anyway, we do have a second unit down here to back us up today, so it will be easier to get some vlogging in and tell you about our day because we have help. Maybe, but here we are. We're at the closest unit to my house today, which is nice because it's like a 10 to 15 minute commute. Kevin doesn't like this unit. He likes to drive really far away in the land of Farquaad.
They're equidistant from my house.
It is really not, though, for me. It's an extra 20 minutes.
I understand this is your vlog, but it's also about me.
Well, of course.
I like to
back by popular demand.
I like to go to the other unit.
Here's Kevin. Y'all have been asking for him, yelling at me in my DMs on Instagram because he hasn't been here.
Now, let's speak truths. I've been here. I
had to call out last time. I'm sorry. But you were not here the time before that because you were on vacation. Ew.
No, I didn't. I didn't take any time off from here.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Whatever. I haven't worked with you in like a month.
You guys are normally partners, right?
Yeah.
So then you have to
okay, we're getting our first job of the day. We are going for a unconscious, relatively young person not breathing. So we're not sure if they really aren't not breathing, or if they are just sleeping, or if this is an overdose, or we're not sure. So we're on our way now. We're heading out, and I'm sorry that I cut so briefly off that last scene, but somebody walked in the room and I wasn't sure that they wanted to be in the vlog, so I just cut it. That was the backup unit, so the next job up is theirs, hopefully. But anyway, we're gonna go to this unconscious person and we'll let you know what we have afterwards.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
I didn't get to go to the dungeon!
Kevin needs to go to the dungeon.
Why is this taking me back to 72? This is so stupid.
Okay, so our first job of the day was a pronouncement with no treat. This person was found unresponsive, cold to the touch, asystolic in 3 leads, with lividity, with rigor. Those are the signs we look for when we pronounce somebody. So we put it on the monitor just to make sure, and then we call our doctor, and our doctor gives us the pronouncement time, and then we go our ways. So we make sure that everybody in the house is okay. Like his mother was there and his son. So we just make sure everybody else is okay, and we do our pronouncement. So now we're on our way back to post so Kevin can visit the dungeon. I'm writing my chart, and then we're gonna do the glucometer checks to make sure that our glucometers are working, and we have to scan the NARC code I've showed you in previous videos up in the office, and
we gotta do work.
The NARC counts, and just do a quick overview on the truck, which I know is good because I checked it yesterday, and then the lady I normally relieve was here last night, and she always makes sure the truck is good. So second day in for me is always a breeze, and I appreciate it. So that's the update of the morning. It is humid but mild out. This morning's temperature coming in was 68 degrees, which is a welcome.
It was really foggy. Did you get the fog?
Yes, it was very
crazy
foggy.
fog. It was like orange fog, light blue fog.
Thick fog.
It was nuts. I thought it was going like time travel.
Yeah, the sun was coming up and the sun looked really pretty in the distance, but it was like foggy, so it looked weird. But anyway, it's a welcome change in the drop in temperature, considering it was like in the 90s 2 weeks ago. It was terrible. But yeah, we're getting close to fall, and I welcome it. I'm very excited. So
it's almost Han Solo season.
Han Solo. What?
Yeah, Han Solo season. When the women wear the frickin' boots up to their knees, the leather boots, and the Han Solo vests, and they look like Han Solo.
Boots with the fur, Yeah, it's like pumpkin spice basic bitch season.
Oh! So funny! I have pumpkin spice coffee in my coffee. I'm such a basic.
I had chocolate fudge coffee this morning, but anyway, we've got to do some work. We'll be back in a little bit.
Love that basic coffee taste. Yummy.
All right, so we are on our way to the second job of the day. The other unit's on a job, so we both got jobs at the same time, basically. We're going for another unconscious, and the sun's in my eyes. Whoa. All right, so we're going for an unconscious male victim in a car, parked in a parking lot. The car is running, and they're unconscious. Ew, roadkill. Skunk. Woo! sorry about the weird lighting in here, but we're on our way to this unconscious person. I finished my chart. Oh my god, that smells so bad. Ugh. Kevin made his trip to the dungeon, but it had to be pitched off short. And now we're gonna go hopefully not have to save a life. Maybe this person's awake when we get there. But anyway, we'll let you know what we have after the job.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do.
Alright, so we had our job that was unresponsive in the car. It turned out that it was a stroke. Hold on a minute. Alright, anyway, so we're back. Okay, so this guy was having a stroke. He somehow wound up almost putting his car vertical in the parking lot, and he like backed up an embankment into some trees and almost barely hit a light post. So he had a facial droop, he had a gaze, he was not following commands, he was unaware of his extremities, so he basically had a race scale of 7. And for those of you who know what a race scale is, that is how we measure how badly a stroke is going on in somebody's life. So this guy looked and appeared initially as if he was having the big one. So we went up to a comprehensive stroke center, which was about 40 minutes away from where we are. That's our closest. The other one in the other direction is just slightly longer away. So we went back ground up there, but by the time we got up there, he actually resolved with most of his symptoms, except for we were asking him some questions, like we wanted to know his wife's phone number, and he just couldn't tell us what his wife's phone number was. So he was like giving us 3 out of the 7 numbers and just couldn't spit it out, and he was confident about his answer, and he wasn't making any sense. So we're thinking that he had a stroke. The second job that we just went to was a unresponsive weakness, and she had a stroke last month. The family found her unresponsive initially. When the police officers got there, she was talking but very, very lethargic. She was hypotensive, 80/50. I could not get an IV on her. She was very difficult because she was in the hospital last month and they exhausted all of her big veins. I tried twice I was in the vein, twice it would not let me advance, so we did not get an IV on her. I just put her supine. I put her on high flow oxygen, not high flow, but like 6 liters, because she was initially satting at like 90%. Then she went up to 97. She was answering appropriately, following commands, moving all of her extremities. I don't think she was a stroke. I'm leaning towards sepsis with her, but we'll see. The doctor in the ER did call a code stroke. I think he wants to do more testing, but we shall see. Now we're back at post, and I need to write a chart. I need to eat my breakfast. It's 11:04, and we've been running since 6:30 a.m. We haven't had a break, and I'm just gonna go up and eat. I have to go to the bathroom. I have to get some things up into the office, some supplies that were dropped off, and that's why I haven't been vlogging lately. The shifts have been so insanely busy. Even with another unit here today, we're still getting our butts kicked. But so that's just an update of what's going on today.
So busy.
The madness finally stopped for a little while, and I was able to eat my lunch and take a little nap. And it takes me a while to like wind down enough to be able to take a nap. So I was like finally like dozed off, and now we have a job, and we are going for a elderly female with chest pain. Kevin's making his way out to the truck. Ciao. Catcha cow.
Where are we going?
Going for a chest pain. Did you have a nice nap, Kevin?
Oh my gosh, I did.
Kevin had a giant chicken salad.
Then I was unconscious from the crisis.
And then he had like carb coma.
Yep, done.
And he had, what did you have on there? Like all kinds of Italian
chicken
peppers
salad,
and
fresh moots.
He's a moots. You're a moots.
I'm a moots. Roasted red peppers, hot peppers, lettuce, tomato, onions, oil and vinegar.
All on a chicken salad? Oil and vinegar? That's weird. So weird.
So good.
Anyway, we are responding to this chest pain call in half a coma, and then I'm hungry. I want a snack.
Just in a parking lot?
I don't know. I asked if this was a business or a residence, and they said I don't know. But anyway, we'll let you know what we have afterwards. It's over there. Hey, so we got canceled.
Do everything for me, Chrissy.
Kevin needs a mommy. So we got canceled from that chest pain call, and they were able to take them to the hospital without us.
Yay!
Now we're circling the block. Where are we going?
Don't worry about it. So nosy, needs to know everything.
I needed a snack, but I didn't want to get a food, so I got a strawberry smoothie from Wawa. We topped off our tank.
Again.
This is the second time getting gas today. That's how busy we were in the long distance runs that we did today. Kevin got his coffee, his afternoon coffee.
It's over there.
So this is delicious. It's the frozen strawberry smoothie from Wawa, and this time I actually treated myself by getting a little squirt of whipped cream on there. I never get whipped cream, but it's a special kind of whipped cream day.
It's a celebratory whipped cream-a-thon.
It's a celebratory whipped cream day because we're back at it.
Whip
Me
that
and Kevin,
cream.
the Kevin and Chrissy show, we're back at it. So we're having celebratory whipped cream.
Oh, this is not a cool bike.
Oh my God! I hope he doesn't fall.
Yeah, that was close.
Dude, that was close. He almost fell. But anyway, we're driving around right now. Kevin's taking me to a mystery spot. I'm not sure where we're going.
Hoopie's Fall Festival.
We're happy now because we got our afternoon delight. Sky rockets in flight.
Staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head.
So we're driving around, looking at all these gigantic houses on the water, wondering where we went wrong in life. And now we have another job. We're actually going out to the island far, far away in the land of Farquaad again for a elderly male who's semi-conscious, not talking, staring blankly, and making sounds. Sounds like a stroke. That's what we're responding to now. And it's quite humid out because it's supposed to storm later. But anyway, we're going to head out that way. We'll let you know what we have after the call. Guys, it is 6:48 and we are 40 minutes away from our post. We had to go back to the trauma center. Kevin had a chart. It was his patient, but we both went in the ambulance and treated this guy together because we needed both hands on him. He actually, we got it as a stroke, but it was not a stroke. It wound up being multiple seizures. He probably had one in the house. The EMT bringing him out said his eyes were twitching, and then as they were putting him in the truck, he went full-on tonic-clonic seizure. So I drew up some Versed. I was going to give it to him intranasally, but then all of a sudden the seizure stopped. So we got an IV in him. We put him on the monitor. He was having like a lot of PVCs. He was very pale. His lips were kind of purple, so we put him on high flow O2. And then he started like coming out of being post-ictal and was really combative. So we were like fighting with this guy and gave him the Versed, and it kind of like calmed everything down. We got an order for it to like sedate him a little bit. But after that, we got back to post, and we were literally there for like 2 seconds trying to catch up on charts. And then we got the one that we just transported was an elderly man. He tripped over his own 2 feet, wound up hitting his head in the wall. He dented the wall with his head, but there was no outward obvious injuries on his head at all. He said he was fine. He did want to go to the hospital, but he was on a blood thinner and he was drinking. So our med control said that we should go to the trauma center because it could be a slow bleed that happens later on. He could have, you know, usually when people drink, they have multiple falls, and then it winds up being like small bleeds, and then it gets worse and worse, especially with the blood thinner and with the alcohol, which is also a blood thinner. It could be no bueno if we took him to a local hospital, and it took hours to transfer him to where he needed to be. So we had to come here, despite the fact that it's a weekend and there's shore traffic. But we're on our way back. I'm gonna try to write my chart, but there's a computer glitch that's in my way right now.
I gotta write chart too.
Kevin has to write a chart when we get back, and we are definitely not getting off on time tonight because, like I said, it's 6:50. We're supposed to get off at 7, but we're a half an hour away from our post, and then we have to rectify stuff when we get there. So we're gonna try to say goodnight now so we can catch up. thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate your support. If you could, please hit that subscribe button down below.
Tidbits needs you to subscribe.
Hit the bell notification
Yes.
so that you're notified every time I post. Follow me on Instagram at everyday_tidbits and Facebook at everydaytidbits, because I would love for you to be a part of my social media family. Don't mind my hair.
Snork.
I hope everyone's being safe. He called me a snork. I hope everyone's being safe
Snork,
out
snork.
there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.